Hi guys, thanks so much for coming back to Faces by Lucy. I'm gonna do something very dramatic today, some greens, some browns, something definitely not your everyday going to the grocery store kind of look, but something when you want a little more glamour and color in your life. So keep watching. So I am going to start by prepping my lids with a little bit of Painterly Paint Pot because I'm gonna be using more vibrant colors and I want them just to wear really well and to show up nice and vibrant, like I said. And I'm just putting this all over the lid from lash to brow, really, really thin, and whatever's left on my finger, I just put underneath. I've already prepped my skin with a little bit of Perfection Lumiere foundation, just the tiniest bit, not a whole layer of it, a little bit of Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer under the eyes, around the nose, and a little bit of this Lancome Dual Finish Powder, which as you can see I'm almost out of because I like it a lot. I'll list all the products that I use underneath, but just to kind of show you what's going on. A little bit of my current favorite blush. This is Chanel Tumulte, and the tiniest bit of this Chanel bronzing powder. So I filled in my brows a little bit because if I didn't, you wouldn't be able to see them, and we'll get started from there. So I'm actually gonna be using one eyeshadow palette, which I rarely do. I usually mix and match, and it's this really beautiful Estee Lauder palette. This is number 9 Emerald Oasis, and I think I got this last summer, and I've actually gotten a lot of use out of it because I just think the color combinations are so awesome. So you see you've got a bright green, a more muted green below, you've got this matte highlighting color, you've got this dark kind of charcoaly green in the center, and you've got this nice warm coppery brown. So I feel like you can do a lot with it. I'm actually gonna start with the coppery brown, and I'm gonna use a brush like this. So it's not quite a pencil brush, it's just like a round dome brush. And I'm gonna get that coppery color and tap it off. I'm working on the back of my hand a little bit. And I'm gonna get just above the crease. And I want that really to be pretty defined because I'm gonna go back in with color later. Then I'm going to take a flat brush like this. This is a MAC 230. You can use any brush that's dense and rather stiff so that you can pick up a lot of color and pat it on. I'm gonna get this more vibrant green. As you can see, I use that the most. And I'm gonna pick it up, tap it off, and I'm gonna lay this all over the lid. This is close to MAC Swimming, if you have that. Really any bright, shimmery, pearly green, not too sparkly, like something pearly and really bright. And I think this look would look really good on really any color eye. You've got the browns that's gonna pick up the blues really nicely. You've got the green that's gonna pick up the brown eyes and the hazel eyes really nicely. I think especially if your eyes are really dark brown, I think this would be awesome. If you're like a darker skin with a dark, rich, warm brown eye, I think this look would look amazing. But I'm working with what I've got, you know? Okay, so you've got green lid, you've got this big brown kind of halo over it. So now what you're gonna do is take a fluffier brush, either like a MAC 224 like this, or something a little fluffier and dome. This is Real Techniques brush. This is the base shadow brush, but I like the fluffiness on the tip. So I'm gonna dip that in this matte, like white color. It's kind of like a blank type if you're a MAC person. Again, I just use MAC as a reference because I'm very familiar with the line, and a lot of people are. So something that's matte, and then you're just gonna basically blend that brown a little bit, not too much, just to kind of soften the edges. And if your skin is a little bit darker, this color is probably going to be too light for you, so you're gonna wanna use something that's close to your skin color, I should say. Now I'm gonna take a brown gel liner. This is MAC's Dipdown, so this like warm brown color, and I'm gonna dip my skinny brush. This is a MAC 209 eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna work with that, just digging some of the product out because I like to keep my jar sealed. If you notice that your gel liners are drying out, Try taking some out and then capping it right away, and then you'll probably be able to get to the bottom of the product without it drying out, because they will dry out, and it's so annoying when that happens because you have to throw out like a full bottle of or a full jar of product, and that's really annoying. Also, if you're using it like from a makeup kit and not just on yourself, it keeps it clean. And I'm gonna basically line my eye. I'm gonna do a nice winged cat eye all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner and connect it. And what I've done is I've taken that wing and I've just taken what's left on my brush and I've connected it all the way to the inner corner, and I've just done a little bit of a point here just to bring out that inner corner a little bit more and make it a real true cat eye. So it always helps when you're doing a wing liner, when you're doing both sides, to keep checking back and forth because you want them to be the same on both sides. Now keep in mind that your eyes are not going to be identical on both sides. Everybody's eyes are a little bit different. Like for example, this eye for me is so much easier to do. This eye always ends up looking a little bit off, so just with practice you'll get better at making them look the same, and that might mean, you know, you gotta fudge it a little bit so that they turn out the same. So that's about where I'm going with this. I like to go back just kind of the end and just kind of fluff out any, you know, seams and just kind of make sure everything's smoking into the other color smoothly, but you can still see that definite difference. I want my lids to be green and then I want to see a smoky brown. This liner's pretty crazy. You could always tone it down. I was inspired, I don't know if you guys watched the Grammys. I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw Jennifer Lopez's eyeliner. Look it up, Google it. She had this amazing black wing and it kind of connected in the center, so I was definitely inspired by that, I'm not gonna lie. Now what we need is lots of mascara, and then we'll come back. I'm just gonna go check on my son because he's... So I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't think I have much time until my son wakes up from his nap. So I just want to mention, if you feel like you need a little neatening up, you want to sharpen that wing in your eyeliner, just take a Q-tip and dip it in a non-oily eye makeup remover. I keep this one from Target on hand. It works fine. It's like $3. It's the Up and Up, but it's non-oily. That's the key because you don't want to mess up the rest. And I just dip a Q-tip in and I kind of wipe off the extra. And I just kind of sharpen that edge a little bit and underneath and just make sure my eyeliner's nice and clean. There you go, now it's nice and sharp. If you feel like you've wiped off some of your foundation or your concealer by doing that, which you shouldn't really because it should be such a small amount, but if you feel you need it, you can always go back and do a little under eye concealing. So I'm gonna take a little bit more bronzer because I feel that I am so very pale against this eye makeup, and I'm just gonna get a little more and kind of put on my cheeks, almost using it like blush. Just kind of putting it all over really, because it's the end of February and I haven't been on vacation, so you can imagine how pale I am. Maybe a little more blush, just to make me look awake. And last but not least, we need something for our lips. Estee Lauder Fave Pink Kiss lip gloss, and keep it kind of understated, but still, you know, polished, because you want to look polished. Now, this might not be for you. I mean, I'm probably going to go grocery shopping or something like that. I would take my son to swimming lessons and something like this, because it's just kind of, I'm not afraid of makeup. But this might be your Halloween look. It might be your going out glam look. Who knows? But I hope you found the look helpful and inspiring, or maybe just enjoyed watching it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna list all the products below. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you guys later.